Hello everybody, it is that time of the month again. MCC 26 just happened and it is my time to review a perspective on it. Because this was Halloween themed MCC, all of the teams were named after Halloween tropes. Today I will be reviewing Philza's perspective, who was part of the what normally would be the Purple Pandas, but because it's Halloween themed, he was teamed as a part of the Violet Vampires. Philza was teamed with Shovel, Orion Sound, and Fruitberries. Without further delay, let's get into the games. Parkour Warrior. They brought it back, baby! And they made it new again. Let's go! Here's the video explaining how the new Parkour Warrior game works.
MCC 26 will see the grand return of Parkour Warrior, which has been completely revised in a way that we feel might just make it fairer for everyone, but pushes a lot further on the risk-reward type gameplay. Listen, it was tough to bring this back. If you don't remember, all the way back in MCC 11, Epic Landlord got all ragey at Dream winning too much and ended up blowing up the entire course with hundreds of TNT. It was madness. So basically, and we're not proud of this, but we spent 15 MCCs silently praying to an ancient species of ninja frogs, and they finally answered our call and agreed to help us resurrect the almighty Parkour Warrior. So please, enjoy the lovely ancient ninja frog statues dotted around, as it was kind of part of the contractual deal between us. Parkour Warrior is played very similarly to the old format. The map is broken down into sections with 3 checkpoints between each section. Completing these main obstacles will award you with these small stone medals that will translate into coins at the very end of the game. But now, every time you get to the end of a section, you will be given the option to head down a bonus side path. The bonus path will also be broken down into 3 checkpoints, but each of these checkpoints will award in subsequent order a bronze medal, a silver medal, and a gold medal for finishing them. And yes, of course, the nicer the medal is, the more coins it will be worth at the very end of the game. Now, on bonus paths, each obstacle will be marked with one of 3 difficulties: easy, medium, and hard. And while the very first bonus path will most likely be all easy, the later bonus paths will begin to be built of harder obstacles. But don't worry, if you're halfway through a bonus path and you feel like you're running out of time, you can simply use your handy teleport to return to the main path and carry on towards the end of Parkour Warrior before your time runs out. And your time running out is kind of a big deal. You see, by finishing the entire course, you'll gain a multiplier applied to your entire team's overall coins. And the more people on your team that finish, the higher this multiplier will be. To make it easier for players to finish Parkour Warrior, the ending is now split into 3 routes: easy, medium, and hard difficulty. So it's a lot likely that you'll actually finish this time round, as long as you don't spend too much time struggling on the bonus paths. However, the harder ending you choose to complete, the higher the multiplier you'll gain for your team's coins. But if you don't finish the course, well, you simply don't get any added multiplier from you. So risk reward really. Finish the easy ending and get a small multiplier, or risk it all for a bigger prize for all of you. To assist with all this craziness, players will have a very useful graphic at the top of their screen, showing the difference between the time remaining and where they've reached in the course. This means at all times they can make a better decision on whether they've actually got the time right now to learn how to do Neos, or whether they should actually be speeding towards the end. And finally, Parkour Warrior now features not only a modular and dynamic course that will randomize and change for every event, but it will also include dynamic obstacles with timings and rhythms that will change per event too. This is just our first iteration on these types of obstacles, and you can expect many more creative ones being added as we progress with the game. Alright, now please, go forth and impress the ancient ninja frogs with your epic parkouring skills. Please, or they'll literally just take the game away from us again.
The game didn't show the places that each player finished in, except for the top 5. Fruitberries finished 2nd individually. The Violet Vampires finished 2nd in the game and 2nd for the overall event. The second game was Hole in the Wall. Philza finished 6th, 12th, and 19th for each round. Violet Vampires finished 7th, putting them down to 4th for the overall event. The third game was Battle Box. First round was against the Cyan Centipedes. Philza was shot by Crinio. Shovel was slain by Curtsy, but Orion Sound killed Curtsy in revenge. Orion Sound was shot by Crinios. Fruitberries was slain by Ryguy Rocky. Violet Vampires down 0-1. Second round was against the Aqua Abominations. Orion Sound was shot by H-Bomb. Fruitberries was shot by Sylvie, who also killed Shovel and Philza. Violet Vampires down 0-2. The third round was against the Blue Banshees. Orion Sound shot V Gumio. Fruitberry shot Puns, then killed Foolish. Philza killed Tubbo. Violet Vampires still down 1-2. Fourth round was against the Green Goblins. Orion Sound was shot by Wilbur Soot. Smallish Beans was shot by Fruitberries. Fruitberries was shot by CPK. Philza killed Wilbur, then shot Green, and Shovel killed CPK. Violet Vampires tied 2-2. Fifth round was against the Orange Oozes. Philza shot Eric, but was then shot by Bad Boy Halo. Fruitberries was shot by Ant Frost. Shovel was shot by Bad Boy Halo. Orion Sound was shot by Ant Frost. Violet Vampires down 2-3. Sixth round was against the Red Ravens. Orion Sound was slain by Jack Manifold, Shovel and Philza were slain by Finster. And then Jack Manifold, Finster, and Tommy in it were killed by Fruitberries. Fruitberries was shot by Captain Sparkles. Violet Vampires down 2-4. The seventh round was against the Fuchsia Frankensteins. Purpled, Slimesicle, and Rambu were slain by Fruitberries. Blushy killed Philza and Fruitberries. Orion Sound shot Blushy. Violet Vampires down 3-4. Eighth round was against the Lime Leeches. Pizza Hut was slain by Fruitberries. Cubfen was slain by Orion Sound, and Orion Sound was shot by Solidarity Gaming. In the Littlewood was slain by Philza. Solidarity Gaming was shot by Fruitberries. Violet Vampires tied 4-4. And the ninth and final round was against the Mustard Mummies. Sapnap was shot by Orion Sound. Genelli and Snifferfish were shot by Shovel. Shovel was killed by 5-Ups. 5-Ups was killed by Fruitberries. And Violet Vampires finish up with the comeback, 5-4, fifth in the game. Fruitberries finishing fifth in the game individually. Violet Vampires moved to third for the overall event. The fourth game was Grid Runners. First room was defeat the Warden. Second room was light the lamps. Third room was shoot the target. Fourth room was push the gold. Fifth room was unlock the exit. Sixth room was find the items. Seventh room was carve the pumpkins. Eighth room was light the lamps. And the ninth and final room was a race to the exit. Violet Vampires finished sixth in the game, moving them down to fourth for the overall event. The fourth game was Skybattle. First round, they bridged towards mid and gathered resources along the way. They made it towards the middle of the map. They tried to rush Orange, but Orange ran away. They kept haste, but they were ambushed by another team. Philza shot S Major off of a bridge. Philza killed Amesy, but was shot by Ant Frost. Violet Vampires finished fifth in the game. Second round, same strategy. They made their way towards mid and jumped into the center island. They eliminated the Lime Llamas. Philza ended up killing Wilbur and bridged towards the very center of the map. He ended up being killed by Sapnap. Violet Vampires finished second in the round. And the third and final round, same strategy. They made their way towards mid and jumped in the center island. They secured the perimeter of mid. Philza was shot by Tubbo. Violet Vampires finished second in the game. Fruitberries finished second individual for the game. Violet Vampires in second for the overall event. We end up taking a 5-minute commercial break. As we come back, the fifth game in Minecraft Championships 26 is Meltdown. Similar to Skybattle, except it takes place in a lava box. First round, they had a skirmish with Fuchsia team as they made their way to the large coin crate. Philza was frozen by Purpled. The other members of the Violet Vampires came to the rescue as Philza and Shovel were able to unfreeze. They eliminated the Fuchsia Frankensteins. They tried to jump out of the room into the next room, but were unsuccessful. They fell into lava as the room disintegrated around them. The Violet Vampires finished fifth for the round. The second round, they made their way towards the large coin crates. Again, they ran into the Aqua Abomination as Sylvie and Philza froze each other. Philza was able to unfreeze. They made their way towards the center room as they ran into the blue Banshees. Philza was frozen by V-Gumio, but was able to unfreeze. The whole team ended up getting frozen by the mustard mummies at the door of the center room, causing all of them to be crushed. Violet Vampires finished 4th for the round. And the final round, they made their way towards the large coin crate. They ran into the Fuchsia Frankensteins again. Philza froze Slimecicle and Blushy. The Green Goblins tried to ambush them, but Philza froze Smallish Bean, then ran. He went back and froze Wilbur Soot, but was frozen by CPK. He was able to unfreeze and run towards the door outside of the center room. He met Tubbo at the door of the blue Banshees. Tubbo froze Philza as the rest of the team got frozen. Violet Vampires finished 4th in the game. Fruit Berries finished 4th in the game individually, as the Violet Vampires finished 2nd for the overall event. The 6th game to get to the other side in Whack-A-Fan, Philza finished 27th, 34th, 12th, 8th, 10th, and 18th for each round. Violet Vampires finished 2nd in the game. Fruit Berries finished 2nd in the game. Violet Vampires finished 2nd for the overall event, which leads us to the 8th and final game. If the Violet Vampires can keep this winning streak going and to stay in the top 2, then they will make it to WitchBolt. The 8th game was TerraSwoop Force, where we see Philza finishing 6th, 8th, and 17th for each round. The Violet Vampires finished 6th in the game, putting them 1st for the overall event, which means they make it to the final event, the final game, WitchBolt. Except because it's Halloween themed, it's WitchBolt. On to the final duel. After 8 games, it comes down to the top 2 teams. The number 2 ranked Aqua Abominations taking on our heroes, the number 1 ranked Violet Vampires. Roll the footage.
Try and go for the arrow if you want.
You can just go for it. I'll just try and dodge.
Gonna dodge.
I'm going
Who's there on their team? Do we know?
I think it was Sylvie.
I think Sylvie.
Yeah.
She's aiming. She's pointing.
Aiming.
I'm just sticking to my little corner over here.
Got
Miss,
it.
miss.
Move into position.
Nice. We both.
Yep.
Who are you aiming at?
Aiming at whoever.
Well, it's a weird mechanic.
It's a little bit different, but you know,
Shot
aim
Sylvie.
nice. I was very afraid of her. I love her. She's scary because she's so good.
Don't underestimate Scott. You can aim.
I can't.
Still aim.
No, I know he can.
I'm crossing the screen. Sorry, boys. Okay,
Miss.
the shot.
Scary.
Who's got the other one? Hey.
H.
I died. Both there, both
You
there.
two take the shot. You
Alright.
take the shot.
Where's the...
Should be 2 in the middle.
I have
There you
one.
go.
I believe in you. Take your time. Make them sweat for it, because then they'll lose their focus.
Oh.
Unlucky.
Oh, I love the sound of it.
It is good. It's very mystical. Very mystical. Oh, go on, hey, shoot me. Shoot me so like always my boys have the arrow.
H has still got his. H has still got his.
Nice, it's both.
Okay, I'll
You
take one.
boys
You
take
take the
them.
other.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm aiming for H.
Nice. We'll hold
No,
our
I shockwave, but I tried.
It's okay, man.
Down.
H is
Nice.
out.
Nice.
C times
Don't
great.
fall off the map, by the way. Just
Yeah, don't fall off.
Stay on edge.
Not that I expected you to fall or anything. I just...
Okay, one miss. Scott's aiming at me.
Get on my corner, get on my corner.
Like,
I'm blocking for you. I'm blocking for you.
okay,
Intentionally. Say it was intentional. You got it.
take your time.
Nice
Alright.
shot.
Oh, I
Okay.
missed.
Unlucky,
Wow.
unlucky.
One, he's got both arrows. Duck and weave, babies. You got it.
Duck and weave.
Nice.
Oh, he missed me. That's
Missed
okay.
again,
I
missed
missed
again.
again.
Nice.
You got it.
Alright.
You got it.
Yeah. Shoot whenever you're comfortable.
Take your time. Take your time. Nice.
Nice! Good job, good job.
You're so cool.
Keep that up.
Huge.
Huge,
Oh, my
huge.
hat is full. It's covering a lot of my face, but I think I can still.
Sit down.
No, I'm not. I hit 2 shots with it.
Okay, I'm
It's
taking the
more-
bottom. I'm taking this corner.
Okay, for you go first, Aaron. If you want it,
Okay.
or we can just dodge.
I'm a dodge.
Yeah,
They- oh,
we
you
can
have-
green dodge.
oh, they get to use that.
They have both there, they have
Yeah,
both
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I forgot
That's a
about
bit
that
scary,
too.
but that's
It's all
alright.
good,
Keep
it's all
moving.
good. Yeah, I'm
Be
not.
unpredictable. H is looking at you.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, one miss, one
you
miss.
missed?
I'm dead, I'm dead.
2 missed?
That's alright.
Oh no, I said 2 missed, but only
One
one.
of them did not miss.
Okay, do you want to take the shot, Phil?
No, it's okay. I don't know. Oh, alright.
Take it. Okay, no, take it. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Oh,
God.
God.
That was
I'm out.
Oh! That was
Reset,
right.
reset.
Yeah, it's alright, it's okay.
Focus on dodging.
We want a closer match anyway.
If you get the arrow, just take it. Don't bother trying to share. It's okay.
You both sides of one.
We have each of one. We traded.
Okay,
Watch out, H has it.
Okay, then
Okay,
you
he
die.
missed.
You have both, you have both, you have
Okay,
both.
take your time, Shelby. Who are you aiming
Set
at?
up.
Yeah,
set
yeah,
up.
yeah. I'm gonna.
I'm going for Sylvie.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for H.
Down.
Nice,
Nice
nice.
shots, huge.
Alright, back to dodging, back to dodging.
Yeah,
Don't
fall off
watch
it.
out,
Oh,
right,
you-
watch out, right.
You're making me nervous in the corner, but you're
Okay,
good.
he's passing. Okay.
Oh, I'm out.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Ah, nice try.
That's
Okay,
alright.
next ball, that's okay.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
1-1. Oh, you?
But it was close. It was close. Have I missed that shot yet?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I think so. I think I'm pretty
Holy
free.
crap. That was amazing.
Oh,
Our double shot. What a team.
okay. I left it, so I guess it's just there. That's fine.
I'll get it.
Okay, H is aiming. Okay.
He shot,
Okay.
he
I
missed.
got one, I got it.
Fruit, you take one.
There you
Pick your targets.
Got hit, got hit.
Nice!
Oh, cool.
Okay, we gotta.
Watch out, don't jump off, don't fall off, don't fall off.
I'm good, I'm good.
Okay, Snip,
I know.
Scott's aiming at
Let's
you.
not stack anything. Oh, no.
Scott's on me.
I dodge, I dodge.
Okay, it's alright.
I'll take one,
He's
I'll
got
take
Yeah,
this.
you got it, you got it.
Okay. I'll go for Scott.
By ENT.
Shot, got him.
Nice!
Nice!
Let's
There we go, there we go.
baby.
My teammates cracked the
Oh
F.
my
I'm
god,
trying not to be
sweating.
shaky. I'm sweating and I'm trying not to shake too hard.
Oh, good. So they're probably gonna both arrows, so watch
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
They are gonna have both arrows.
Alright, get ready
So,
for my little corner. My
Bit
cute
of a
little
rough.
corner.
I'm here in this like little section.
It's Sylvie and AMZ.
Yep, aiming towards mid
Yeah.
right now.
He's looking at Phil.
Okay,
We
cheers.
got
Miss
Shelby,
both,
do you
miss
wanna
both.
get
They
one?
missed both, they missed both.
Okay.
Shelby, do you? I'll shoot, I'll
You
shoot.
go, you go, you go.
Ah, I thought he was gonna come back.
Almost, almost.
Nice, nice.
Careful, yeah.
Okay.
I'm all good.
Wow, you really like to dance on the edge.
Oh, what are you looking at? What are you looking at, Sylvie?
That was
I
one.
missed.
H looking at you.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
They missed, they
They
missed.
both missed, both
Me and
missed.
Shelby take one.
Okay, sorry.
That was one.
Yep.
You guys got it.
I'm gonna aim for H.
Never miss, baby.
It's not on purpose, he just keeps being in the corner at me.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm full focus, baby.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I thought he
Come on, H. Take me down. Take me
Miss
down.
one.
Take me down.
Miss both, miss both.
missed.
Miss both, miss both.
You want the final shot? You want
Take
Who
it,
wants
Fruit.
it? Go. Go for it.
I got the other one. You aim that.
AMZ.
I missed. I missed the shot.
That's alright, we're 4v1.
100% shot.
It's okay, it's all good.
I'm gonna block a shot.
Alright.
Go on. I'm eyeing you down, H. I'm
Oh.
looking you dead in the eye.
We don't
my
have a
boy.
lot of surface area.
He missed.
Dodge both.
Okay.
Nice!
Let's go! Come on, guys, dude! That was amazing!
Oh my god!
That was. Ah!
Dude, it's been so long, man.
And so, with a 3-1 record, the Violet Vampires were able to knock off the Aqua Abominations, making Philza, Fruitberries, Orion Sound, and Shovel your MCC Minecraft Championships 26 champions. Fruitberries finished second for the overall game individually, as Phil finished 11th, both of them in the top half. I'm so proud of Phil. He seems to have really bounced back after suffering loss after loss in the previous Minecraft Championships. Here is to MCC 27 in November. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. I hope you get a lot of treats and very few tricks. If you're new, please subscribe. And with that, I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.